Sackboy likes the cars that go boom, so LittleBigPlanet Karting packs in tons of explosive weapons, big jumps, battle arenas, and crazy customization options. Is Sackboy's ride 150 cc's of karting fury, or a meek moped ride down mediocrity lane? Much like the core LittleBigPlanet games, LBP Karting is divided into a creative design mode with ample online community features and a ready-made campaign that uses a paper-thin story to link together a string of races, arenas, as well as a handful of one-off diversions and mini-games. Your Sackboy must race through these challenges to progress, nabbing gifts, bubbles, and bits of fluff along the track to unlock new customization options and boost your high score. Trying to grab all the goodies adds an additional objective other than coming in first, but the goals aren't really that compatible. It's easy enough to carefully collect the prizes and roll across the finish line dead last. Likewise, while it can be fun to swerve into point pods and rack up a multiplier for the leaderboards, it makes actually winning a race that much harder. Fortunately, each track has an unlockable versus version for pure racing without these pesky pickups. The supplied racetracks have an ephemeral charm that can supply 5 minutes of mild wonderment, but their ever so slightly cookie-cutter feel keeps any tracks from really standing out as favorites. The battle arenas offer some nice gimmicks with morphing topography and weaponized floors. Things can be fun online or playing split-screen with friends, but lackluster weapons and an emphasis on pure offense can be a drag, especially during compulsory story mode battles against bland computer opponents. Finally, slalom races, boss battles, and other challenges hint at the power of the level creation tools, as do the optional mini-games that really show how versatile things can be with RC racing and pinball send-ups. When it does come time to make your own racetracks, you'll find your real inspiration online with out-there user-created stuff that includes tower defense, raceboat sprints, and even first-person shooters. Making your own bare-bones course is easy, adding some LBP-style fine-tuning to the Drive It to Build It toolset previously seen in Mod Nation Racers. There are ample tutorials, but things can get pretty complex, and you can rapidly find yourself in the deep end without your floaties. Unfortunately, the tutorial videos lose their interactive edge by playing outside of the editor, so you might want to take notes. If you have options building your own dream, you can easily hop online and search out community-reviewed tracks that strike your fancy. Be warned though, we found a few bugs in the online system that caused us to restart our PlayStation 3, even among the high-rated maps. Simple controls make it easy to put the pedal to the metal and start racing, and a hop and some wiggle-waggle will get the sparks going on a drift for a Mario Kart-style mini-boost. But whether you're attempting to tear up campaign tracks and touring some user-made levels, steering feels a little too floaty and loose. The roads are wide, but judging when to start drifting on a sharp turn, or even when to start turning normally, can feel clunky and unresponsive. Mix in the on-track pickups, the power-ups and weapons, and things start to sour. Wacky weaponry usually lends some random excitement and last-minute change-ups to this style of kart racer. The problem here is that things feel just a little bit off, such as the genre staple homing rockets that linger behind their victims far too long. Some power-ups come across as too similar to each other, like the rideable boxing glove and rocket that boost you ahead for a few moments. The worst offender is the fast-forward ability, often given to whoever is in last place, which literally skips the player up the course with a disorienting VHS effect. Rather than providing a boost or a temporary advantage, it's a veritable rubber band band-aid that feels cheap and unsatisfying to use. Sackboy's transition to full-blown 3D hasn't been easy. Even if you haven't gazed upon the dazzling 2.5D worlds of LittleBigPlanet, it's plain to see the karting doesn't have the technical knack to give these worlds of whimsy their due. It's serviceable, but the replicated sections and building block nature of certain environments paint a noticeably modular and gawky picture. The multitude of sack people and karts are the real stars, with crazy costumes and rides available after just a few races. Music remains a strong point, with a lot of hummable tunes that are much more memorable than the tracks they accompany, and Stephen Fry's avuncular voice continually cracks wise, making the tutorials and menu narration more enjoyable than they deserve to be.
And if you ever forget anything or you want a quick recap, get your sack tushy back here and we'll do the whole bally lot again.
LittleBigPlanet Karting gave it the old college try, with developer United Front Games cleaving close to the source material while expanding on its own ideas imported from ModNation racers. It's certainly playable, and sometimes genuinely fun. It's just that small but numerous frustrations too often turn your smile upside down. There's a lot of potential with the level creation tools, but it can be discouraging at the offset, even with simple goals in mind. Hopefully the community that made LittleBigPlanet such a success will swing by to improve the game with their creativity. This underpowered ride clearly needs a bit of souping up.